Dr. Cobra-Dillon's patient load had increased threefold in one day due to the tragic train accident, but she refused to let her true patients suffer because of it. It was 10 o'clock at night, and she had one more patient to see. The hour was late, but this was Morgan Reed's final office visit. The surgeries had gone better than either had anticipated. The woman sitting in front of Dr. Dillon was representative of her best operational work thus far. All evidence of loose, dangling flesh was gone. The skin around Morgan's lower jaw and neck were tight and smooth. "Are you happy with the operation?" the plastic surgeon inquired. "Are you kidding? Nobody recognizes me. My entire life has changed. It's amazing how the world reacts to a pretty face. It just seems to open doors. My restaurant business has improved. I am catering events I'd only fantasized about in the past." The doctor would have argued the woman's point, but she knew the reality of physical beauty. That's why so many people came to her. A person could be talented, skilled in his profession, but couple that with a beautiful face and a pleasant attitude, well now, that was a winning combination. There wasn't too much a person couldn't get with those qualities. Dr. Dillon smiled. "You are a strong woman, Morgan. A bunch of credit goes to you and your determination. You haven't gained an ounce of weight since our last visit. The bruising on your face and body has completely healed. You followed my instructions perfectly." "I had to. There was no going back for me. I like the new me, although there are times that I crave fast food. Right now, I'd like a Big Mac and French fries and a chocolate shake," she declared. The surgeon gave her a horrified look and quickly advised her against it as she reflected briefly back to the woman's first operation and the comment made by Dr. Henry. "Are there any other questions in your life that you'd like to ask me about? Any changes? How is that fella of yours? Have you two actually gone on a date yet?" Morgan blushed. Her hazel brown eyes were shimmering with excitement and contained amusement. "Yes, we have been dating. I haven't told him about the weight loss or all the surgeries," she confessed. "There's nothing to tell. What we did in here is a woman's affair. No need for him to know all your personal accounts. You don't owe him a thing. But I feel obligated, like I'm hiding something from him. He's a man, Morgan, not your daddy. But even your own papa doesn't need to know everything. Leave your confessions at the altar. Don't put it in the hands of a man. Hell, he might even try to use it against you," she added. "Wow, you do speak your mind," grinned Morgan. "I didn't want to tell him, but I thought I should." "No, honey, no. All that man wants is a good time with a beautiful gal. So that's what you're going to give him. That's what you're going to show him." Morgan couldn't help the laughter that tumbled from her lips and filled the office space with merriment and joy. Her guy was definitely happy. He was so taken with her that he'd invited Morgan Reed to meet his family. The young woman confessed as much to her plastic surgeon. "We were eating dinner in his house. His mom was there, all of his sisters and brothers, even his grandfather, and guess what? They all served an amazing meal. You can't believe the menu." Dr. Cobra-Dillon shook her head. "I can't imagine. What was the menu?" "Everything I'm not supposed to eat. There was so much fat and calories on that table. I thought I was going to cry. I didn't want to offend them, but I was afraid if I started eating, I knew I would not stop. That food looked so good." "What did you do?" the doctor asked. "It's the holidays. New Year's is coming, so I ate a teaspoon of everything. The family thought I was crazy, but I grinned and told them that it was the best food I'd ever eaten, and it was. That's good to hear, because I didn't want to have to reach across this table and slap some sense into you. I'm a small woman, and my hands don't reach far, she chuckled. I'm so proud of you. Morgan laughed too, as she thought of the doctor scurrying across the table in high heels to deliver a walloping punch. The image was hilarious. You know what? You want to hear something really crazy? Asked Morgan Reed. Go ahead, what? When I first met my boyfriend on the dating site, him so slim and handsome, I just assumed his family would be the same. Dr. Dillon looked up, waiting to hear more. And? Well, she gave a slight laugh. Except for him, they're all big people. I mean, you consider them a bit overweight, she said kindly. Are you telling me his family is obese? Kind of. I'm not calling them fat, but well, they look like me before I lost the weight. Cobra Dillon stared at the woman, intrigued by her words. She was enthralled with the story she was hearing. Everyone in his family is heavy, Morgan burst out laughing. It wasn't a malicious laugh. It simply reminded her that all men didn't judge women in the same way. If I'd lost the weight strictly because of him, I would have wasted thousands of dollars. The guy has no problem with big women. All the women at the table looked like I did. How do you know he would accept your weight? Asked Cobra. 'Cause he told me, she giggled. I hadn't asked. I was afraid to question him, but he came right out with it. I don't know what to say, commented Cobra Dillon. Well, I do. It means I found the perfect guy, she beamed. He would have dated me either way, Morgan Reed concluded with a heartfelt smile.